Today, we stand at a crossroads in our nation's history, a Jamaica where too many hardworking people are struggling to survive. A Jamaica where corruption continues to rob the poor of opportunity. A Jamaica where the cost of living rises, hope fades, and ordinary citizens are left wondering when things will finally change. While some grow richer and government buildings rise higher, many families are fighting every day just to put food on the table, pay their bills, and provide for their children. But we refuse to stay silent. We believe Jamaica belongs to the people. We believe every citizen deserves fairness, accountability, and a government that serves the nation before serving itself. This platform is not about politics alone. It is about truth. It is about justice. It is about standing with the people whose voices are too often ignored. We pledge to ask the difficult questions, expose the issues that matter, and shine a light on the stories affecting our communities. We may be one voice, but together we are a movement. Together we can build a stronger, fairer, and better Jamaica. This is our commitment. This is our mission. This is our pledge to the people.
Let us come together as proud Jamaicans.
This is Deeper Jamaica TV. Let's go deeper. Let's seek the truth. Let's stand for Jamaica.
With a hopeful song, through every struggle, through every pain, God's love and mercy still remain. Open our eyes, open our eyes, open our hearts, guide this nation back to your shine through. Jamaica, rise up, God is calling you. From the hills to the valleys, from the coast to the town, we stand together, we won't back down. Faith is our anchor, hope is our song. With God beside us, we'll stay strong. One nation, God, here on Deeper Jamaica TV, we believe that truth matters, people matter, and Jamaica matters. No matter where you're watching from, never lose faith, never lose hope, and never stop believing that a better Jamaica is possible. Together, we will go deeper than the headlines, deeper than the politics, and deeper than the noise, searching for truth, accountability, and solutions. May God bless you. May God bless your family. And may God continue to bless Jamaica. This is Deeper Jamaica TV, going deeper in the truth.
Good evening. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Deeper Jamaica TV. I'm your host, Ishmael Douglas. And here are tonight's top stories. Government confirms Heidel and Cumberland merger. Ticket system to be introduced. These and so much more when we return.
One love season to the bone. Your one-stop seasoning. Authentic Jamaican seasoning. Low sodium. No MSG. All natural herbs and spices. Straight out a yard. All-purpose. Chicken, fish, jerk. Available at Broad Meat Food Stores, North Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Margate and Pembroke Pines. Key Food Stores, Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Bravo Supermarket, Miami, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Bay. FA&M and Price Choice, Miami. Thrifty Food Store, Palm Bay. Food Basket and DNL Supermarket, Palm Beach. Festival, Margate and the Centerville Food Store, Nassau, Bahamas. Phone 561-946-9941. Email gfedllc@gmail.com. One love season to the bone. Your one-stop seasoning.
So flavorful.
Cecil's Auto Services Limited, 1 to 3 Fish Lane, Montego Bay, and 6 Lindsay Crescent, Don Robin Avenue, Kingston. Introducing our new cleaning systems.
We are having quite some issues.
Cecil's
Welcome to Future Branding Promo Limited, where quality is created. We are your trusted partner for promotional items that don't just carry your logo, but carry your message, your identity, and your brand into the world. At Future Branding Promo Limited, we don't just sell products, we help you build relationships. From embroidery on shirts and more, to detailed printing on promotional gear, mugs, and tech gadgets. We also offer free logos on all pens, from screen print to laser engraving. Let's brand your future together. Future Branding Promo Limited, where quality is created. Contact us today.
Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil. Joint pain, back pain, arthritis slowing you down? Relief is here with Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil from Tonian Organics. Discover our full range of natural healing products designed to support your body the natural way. Made with powerful natural herbs to help ease arthritis pain, muscle aches, stiffness, and everyday discomfort. Visit us today and feel the difference. Tonian Organics. Natural healing you can trust.
And thank you so much for sticking with Deeper Jamaica TV. Apologies for that technical difficulty earlier. The government has confirmed that Heidel School and the Cumberland High School will be merged. Here is TVJ with the news insert.
To a primetime news follow-up now. Plans are far advancing for the Heidel High School to merge with the Cumberland High School in St. Catherine. This follows a recent announcement that the Heidel High School will be shuttered at the end of this academic year due to a myriad of financial challenges. But how do parents, staff, and other stakeholders feel about this move? Dozens of parents leaving an emergency meeting at the Cumberland High School in Portmore, St. Catherine on Thursday. Come September, there will be major changes at the institution as plans are underway to merge the Heidel High School with Cumberland. The parents here declined to speak with our news team on camera, but many say they are highly anticipating the merger. However, we spoke with a past student of the Cumberland High School.
I feel excited because to me, it's a brand new start for both schools, and there's a lot there that all students can achieve and learn from each other.
There are 670 students enrolled at the Hydel High School and 425 at Cumberland High. And the Portmore-based high school has the capacity to hold 1,000 students, which is why it is being considered as a feasible option. On top of that, the Hydel High School has been making significant strides at the annual Boys and Girls Athletics Championships each year, so stakeholders at Cumberland said the merger will be beneficial.
Idle have a great sports background, for example. Cumberland now, when it comes to sports, it's not that high, so they can also learn from Idle students when it comes to sports to go worldwide, bring the school name above averages and stuff like that.
We were also informed that come next week, all the furniture at the Hydel High School will be moved to Cumberland. All teachers and ancillary staff from the Ferry-based school will also be transferred to Cumberland with no risk of losing their seniority. When the merger is finalized, there will also be 2 vice principals at the school. As for the principal of the Hydel High School, Dr. Walton Small, TVJ News understands that his contract will expire at the end of the school year and he has no intention of renewing it. Now, the Hydel group of schools has been struggling financially since 2022. This was Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon on June 22.
The ministry has been...
Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says that the ministry is in fact finalizing processes. She also says that the deteriorating infrastructure at Hydel and issues surrounding the school's lease agreement are among those reasons for the abrupt decision. The Urban Development Corporation actually owns the property that was leased by Hydel. And the school is in arrears of a significant sum. The Education Minister condemns the treatment of PEP students by Ascot Primary. The ministry says that some students at Ascot Primary in Portmore, St. Catherine were left distraughted because of the decision to separate students based on PEP results. Report says that students who were not deemed proficient in the primary exit profile examinations were not allowed to wear graduation gowns and were treated differently during the school's graduation ceremony. The ministry says that the repeated action is unacceptable and has indicated that the matter is being addressed. Driver's license will now have a demerit points warning system. Motorists are being reminded that the demerit points system will begin affecting driver's license after September 30. Here is the insert.
After September 30, one decision on the road could change the lives of motorists. This as the demerit point system takes effect. Sandy Williams reports.
Every traffic offense adds points to your driving record. At first, it may not seem like a big deal, but those points add up quickly.
The demerit point system is a structured mechanism through which points are assigned to drivers who commit specified traffic offenses. These points are recorded against the driver's record, and where prescribed thresholds are reached, administrative actions such as suspension or disqualification of driving privileges may be applied in accordance with the law.
Drive recklessly, endangering lives, and you're hit with 14 points instantly. Do it again, that climbs to 20 points, a fast track to losing your license. And if that reckless behavior leads to death, 20 points. Authorities are also drawing a hard line on drunk driving. Get behind the wheel under the influence of alcohol or drugs, you could be slapped with 14 points. Refuse a breath test, same penalty. Try it again, 20 points. In school zones, the message is even sharper: slow down or pay the price. Speed excessively where children are present and you could rack up 10 points in seconds. But it's not only the big offenses catching drivers. A quick glance at your phone to watch a video, 6 points. Fail to stop for a pedestrian, 4 points, because every step on the road matters. Motorcyclists are also in focus. No helmet, 2 points. Let your passenger ride unprotected, another 2 points. And pulling stunts like riding on one wheel, 3 points for showing off at the wrong time. Once you reach 10 to 13 points, your driver's license will be suspended for 6 months. If you continue breaking the rules and your total climbs to 14 to 19 points, you'll lose your license for 1 year. And if you reach 20 points or more, you'll be off the road for 2 years.
The platform that aids in this process is the Ticket Information Management System, which will generate notices, account for the surrendering of driver's license, and the reinstatement process. Tax Administration of Jamaica plays a critical role through its operation of driver's license processing and customer service network.
These warnings comes as authorities urge motorists to obey the road code and avoid traffic violation that could lead to their license becoming suspended. Drivers are being encouraged to check their records and drive responsibly as deadline approaches. Now to sports in the World Cup FIFA 2026 today. Today's round of 32 kicks off with the South Africans taking on the Canadians, one of the World Cup 2026 hosts. Here is the insert.
Eustachio! He puts this away beautifully. No chance for Ronwen Williams.
And those were your Saturday night news highlights. Thank you so much for joining. Next up, it is the discussion section of Deeper Jamaica TV. We thank you so much. Do stay tuned.
Cecil's Auto Services Limited, 1 to 3 Fish Lane, Montego Bay, and 6 Lindsay Crescent, Don Robin Avenue, Kingston, introducing our new cleaning systems, HHO Carbon Cleaner. No need to disassemble engine parts. 20 minutes can clean your engine. Diesel particle filter, engine and the transmission flush, Go Clean, our steam cleaning system. We also offer vehicle diagnostic scans for motorbikes, cars, buses, trucks, trailers, excavators, and much more. Cecil's Auto Services Limited, doing our part in assisting the global climate change.
Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil. Joint pain, back pain, arthritis slowing you down? Relief is here with Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil from Tonian Organics. Discover our full range of natural healing products designed to support your body the natural way. Made with powerful natural herbs to help ease arthritis pain, muscle aches, stiffness, and everyday discomfort. Visit us today and feel the difference. Tonian Organics. Using alternative medicine to restore, revive, maintain vaginal and erectile health. Men, stop suffering. Get your Men Youthful Restoration Oil for your erectile care. This oil help improves blood flow, revitalize your skin, helps with penile circulation, and reduces irritation. Women! Yes! This is for you. Make healthy vaginal gel your best friend. This amazing product helps relieve vaginal dryness, itching, burning, cracks. It restores elasticity, hyaluronic acid, daily pH balance, and ease menopausal discomfort. Healthy vaginal gel and youthful restoration oil is formulated for a lasting pleasure. All products are clinically tested and formulated by a well-known scientist. Live safe, live easy. This might not work for everyone. Get yours today.
And it is now 7:21 in the evening, and we thank you so much for joining Deeper Jamaica TV. Good evening as we draw close to the weekend and we start a new week. We thank you for joining us. Have everyone know that we are about to begin. Have everyone know that we are about to share factual information. We are about to dive deeper. Get your shovels, get your excavators, because we are going the distance tonight. Good evening once more, Donna Thompson. Good evening, Nicola Green. Thank you so much for continuously joining. It is in fact a pleasure to continue the work and giving you accurate information while speaking truth to power. We have had so many things happening in the news and in the landscape, forgive me. And it is best that we get the experts to speak on these issues. It is best. I don't see most of my stalwarts here. Hi, Nicola Green. How are you? How are you? Best Grandma, Sharon Williams, Arlene Reed, we thank you so much. Jamaica, Deep Divers, I have lined up a very informative show for you. Some of the information that you will hear will be a little bit bitter, but sometimes aloe vera good for you. Some of the information will also sting, but so does a syringe. So I have in studio with me I'd like to call her a very experienced in her respective field. She will give us the information that we so desperately need. And let me tell you why I decided to reach out and get in touch with her. There is this matter concerning two things. When I say the abbreviation, you're not going to understand. TCN, and the next word is immigration. Those two are hot topics right now. Hot topics. But information in this age is key. So it doesn't really matter how we feel. If we know, it separates us. And it means that we can now act based on the things that we know. Having said that, Jamaica, I gave you an oath to always bring you accurate information and advocate first for the truth and for justice. Our guest comes to you, deep divers, to us rather, with a wealth of knowledge on these matters. So all of the people them we feel like so no want to talk about the man with the toupee. That's what I call him. It is high time now. You listen. So get your coffee, get your tea without sugar, of course, because you know we don't really like the sugar over here. and get ready to ask your questions because it is definitely time for us to dive deeper. Deep divers, TikTok, help me welcome attorney based in Florida. She will give you her long, believe me, I decided not to start with the how do you say, with the introduction, because I want her to do it herself because it is long. Yes, madam, I did my research on you. Oh, mighty God, what I want to tell her. Like, well, 5 paper. Nevertheless, help me welcome attorney Opal Lee out of Florida. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me. And of course, good evening to your guests as well and to your listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much. Opal Lee Esquire is an attorney, an immigration attorney. Attorney Lee, help us understand who is Opal.
All right. So, of course, most people know me as, yes, I'm an attorney at law for over 20 years. I'm actually an attorney in Jamaica as well, licensed in Jamaica, and also licensed to the Florida bar. And yes, one of my primary areas is immigration. But of course, they can just visit my website. And as you said, you will see all my bio and you see all the information. It's flowjamlegal.com.
I'm telling you, that is not the only thing you do, man, Opal. Come on, don't be modest. Don't be modest. Come on. We're a family over here.
And I'm also, of course, the principal of a radio station in Florida. It's the Voice of the Caribbean. And of course, we broadcast, of course, nationwide, meaning all over, even though we're primarily in Florida, in South Florida. Well, that's the main two things, man. Come on.
She's being modest. Let us allow her. We're giving you grace tonight. We're giving you grace. But thank you so much for joining again. Attorney Lee, there has been some hot topics, primarily as it relates to two particular judgments from the courts in the United States concerning immigration and immigrants.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with those two, and if you want me to refresh your memory, have me know before I show it to you. One of which is, let me find it for you. One of which is the recent ruling concerning immigrants from Haiti and Syria. Have you seen that ruling?
Absolutely. I'm very well aware of that ruling. It's definitely a blow to our, friends and brothers and sisters in Haiti and also in Syria, because, we're talking about this is likely to affect over 350,000 Haitians. And so what TPS is temporary protective status. And because of the devastation that was in their country, they were provided temporary protective status in the US. And of course, many people know about that earthquake that unfortunately was in Haiti back in 2010. And so that's something where, you're able to seek refuge in the US. And the Trump administration, and normally they would extend it, even though it's temporary, they would extend it because the situation is still dire in the country. And so President Trump had said, you know what, we're going to get rid of it. And that was supposed to happen back on February 3rd of this year. And there was an injunction in place that says, listen, you can't get rid of it. And so there was some relief to many Haitians. Back on February 3rd, there was everybody was in glee, jubilant, and only for that to be dashed away within last week, where the Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision, gave the Trump administration the green light to go ahead and terminate TPS. And so now those people are now grappling, what do I do? Do they have to leave? So for example, if they had a work permit, that's no longer even valid at this point because TPS has ended. So they now need to either leave or seek other methods to go ahead and regulate their status in the US if they have not already started doing so. And hopefully they did, because that was a little bit too late. But of course, they can speak with an attorney like myself and see if there's any hope to keep them here.
Should with that ruling, should Jamaicans be worried?
Right. Jamaicans don't need to be worried about TPS and about what's happening right now with Haiti and Syria. Jamaica don't, none of them have any TPS. So normally if you're from Jamaica and you're in the United States, you're a permanent resident, this does not affect you. If you're a tourist, continue to visit the US, this does not affect you. If you entered without lawful admission, then yes, you should be worried. But again, this has no bearing at all on Jamaicans, and this TPS has no bearing at all. But if you don't have any lawful status in the US, where regardless of wherever you may be from, you should be worried.
So we get way. So we get way.
Yes, but I think we get away on this
for now, because
for now, because temporary protective status, as I said before, it is something that's given, country by country, and they will make that determination to see whether or not. As a matter of fact, in the last hurricane that Jamaica suffered, Melissa, last year, a lot of advocates were saying that maybe we should have gotten some TPS or temporary protective status because, many people in Jamaica were displaced because of that hurricane. But of course, Congress did not go ahead and do anything where TPS is concerned. My thing with the TPS is that I think, the proponents of it who are saying, and the Trump administration that's saying do away with it, they're saying it's supposed to be temporary. And there are people who have been on it since 15 years, 10 years, maybe almost 30 years have been on temporary protective status. And I think the better way for people to do is to lobby or speak with their Congress representative to see if there can be some laws to make it, instead of being something temporary, to give a more permanent solution. Because people who have TPS, the thing is that sometimes, even if they've been here for 10, 15 years, a lot of them have gotten married maybe to US citizen, but it's not as easy for them now to go ahead and get the green card because of how they entered. If you did not enter with a lawful admission, you can't go ahead and adjust your status. And so unless you had filed for something like asylum, for example, then if you had filed for asylum, then you could have gotten a green card. If it's approved, you could have gotten a green card to be able to stay in the United States permanently. So I think at this point, what people should be doing is lobbying and reaching out to their congressperson to see if they could get some permanency, if they could make it where, make it a little bit more easier for people to go ahead and change from that temporary status to a permanent.
Yes. Interesting. Thank you so much for that. I honestly thought that it would have been a lot technical with you using the legal jargons, but it's not that hard. Thank you so much for that.
Break it down. Yes.
I think
we're
the next
Jamaica.
thing that we want to touch on is
since you want to see how Jamaicans and the other Caribbean countries may be affected, is that other law that the Supreme Court, as I said before, has been very busy last week. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they've been very busy bringing down or making rulings. And the one that I think might be more detrimental to Jamaicans and other persons is those that affect green card holders. So green card holders who are traveling outside the United States and they have a pending criminal court case, they should not travel. Even if you have not been convicted, you should not get on that plane. Do not actually go travel until you speak with an attorney. So I know, it's summer and a lot of people go to Jamaica.
I repeat.
Do not travel.
Go ahead. I repeat.
It's summertime and people are like, okay, it's summertime. Let's get out and go visit. And, maybe in the Christmas holidays, people like to go visit as well. I mean, in October, Heroes Weekend, people want to go visit. But the thing is that if you have any criminal record, even if for example, if you're charged with petty theft, but the case is not even done yet, do not travel. You can't, because what the new ruling that was also carried on in by the Supreme Court, and yes, it was also a 6-3 decision. It basically says that green card holders can be stripped of their legal status if they have any pending criminal charges. And this goes back in 2012. Yes, it was this court case back in 2012. A gentleman from China, and this was back in 2012. He had traveled. He was a green card holder. Or
I think I saw that.
Yes, he was a legal permanent resident, and he just took a brief trip to China back in 2012. But at the time when he traveled, he had a counterfeit charge that was just pending. He was just accused, not convicted or anything. And so upon returning to the US, they basically almost stripped him of his permanent residency or that legal status and basically paroled him back into the United States. They allowed him to come in, but not necessarily as a permanent resident. They paroled him back in, which is not really an admission. And then later on, it went to the court, the counterfeit case that was going on. He was actually found guilty of it, and he was sentenced. And now he has a conviction. And the thing is that once you have this conviction now as a permanent resident, you're now placed in removal proceedings as a green card holder, where they try to deport you. A lot of people call it deportation. It's really removal proceedings now, but they're trying to deport him. And the thing is that because he was now considered, quote unquote, as a lawful permanent resident, certain relief that would have been available to him had he not set foot on that plane and left, it was no longer available to him now, because he was now paroled in. He was now seen as an arriving alien, no longer as a green card holder, no longer as a lawful permanent resident, because the minute he left the US while a charge was pending, it caused a problem for him. And so his argument against the Trump administration was like, listen, at the time when I traveled, the charge was only pending. So how dare you go ahead and strip me of my status? You should have waited until at least I was convicted. Now, if I was convicted and then traveled and returned, then you can go ahead and hold against me. And the Supreme Court says, no, we don't have to do that. The Department of Homeland Security, ICE, they don't have to wait for you to be convicted first. Just the mere thought or the mere fact that you were suspicious, there's a suspicion that you committed a crime, that's enough to strip you if you travel.
That's very interesting, which means that our diasporans or family or friends in the United States, even if they have a misdemeanor pending, them for just stay America?
Correct. Can't travel, because that misdemeanor, when you return, it's going to make my job harder, much more difficult than other immigration attorneys, because certain things that I could have argued for you, certain relief like cancellation of removal or anything else that I could have argued for you as a lawful permanent resident, it may not be available to you now I'm going to use it to make your listeners understand. I'm going to say it's now not available to you as a non-lawful permanent resident, because there are certain things that are available to permanent residents and certain relief that are available to arriving alien. And that's basically what you have now become. You have now become an arriving alien because you left the US. If, for example, Mr. Lau that we talked about earlier that went to China, if he had not left the US and the counterfeit charge was, he was found guilty, he could have gotten certain relief, and he could have, it wouldn't have affected him, and he would not have been jeopardy of being removed. Or he would have been in jeopardy, but there are certain relief that would be available to him that his counsels could use. But because he left, it now made his case more dire. So bottom line is...
Interesting.
Bottom line is, Mr. Douglas, they should not leave. They should not leave if you have a case pending, a criminal case. Do not leave as a permanent resident. Get your U.S. citizenship first before you leave.
But the citizenship process, I'm estimating, I'm leaning on your expertise. It takes some time.
Not really.
It takes some time. And if it takes...
Not really.
If it takes... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. If you
Go
said
ahead.
if it takes what?
If it takes maybe, let's say it takes 2 years, and you may have something pressing to return home to do. Let's say you have a passing in your family or something pressing that you have to leave. Isn't it another case where you can write to even get a week or a few days to go and sort that out? That's not the case?
Understandable, but remember, you're a green card holder, and absent this criminal matter, you are free to travel as much as as you want. Obviously, we always tell people do not travel and stay outside the US for 6 months or longer as a green card holder. However, we're talking about people who have criminal record. Just if you have a misdemeanor, whether it be a misdemeanor or a felony or anything. And the truth is, depending on how you got
Traffic
your green
ticket
card,
count? Attorney Lee, traffic ticket count?
no, I'm not worried about traffic tickets. No,
Okay,
traffic tickets,
okay.
you can, yeah, that's an infraction. We're more worried about misdemeanors or any criminal record or like a felony. We're worried about things that are moral turpitude. There are certain crimes that are considered moral turpitude. That act or,
So, let me break it down for them. So, deep divers, if you push down Smaddy, if you tell Smaddy something and them say abuse, you abuse them, and you get caught, stand in America. No, come here. Don't call me name. Don't come here because I can't save you. No. I cannot say. I'm begging of you. Stay over there. Thank you so much. Continue.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Douglas, because the thing is that even an assault or battery, that might be seen against, moral turpitude. You're not acting properly, and that could definitely land you in removal proceedings.
Thank you so much for that. We want to change gear to something a little bit more rigid. And I promise you, many of us don't understand it, but it's something that I have to touch on, and I would love your guidance on this. So there was another court ruling, Attorney Lee. Let me just give you the context of this court ruling. It says judge rules Trump's administration policy for third-party deportation is unlawful. And that is my apologies. And that is in relation to the TCN agreement that is the hot button topic now. What are your thoughts on that? Just for information purposes.
For information purposes, here's the thing. TCN, which is a third country nationals.
Hello, Attorney Lee. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead.
Yes. So for TCN, third country nationals, the court actually says they can continue to do that. They can. The Trump administration can continue to remove people to third country nationals act to third countries. What that means is that even if you are not from a certain country, you could be removed there. And again, this is for people who are in removal. Okay, Mr. Douglas, these are people who are in deportation, as you guys call it. So as an immigration attorney, if I'm in removal proceedings, the court is going to ask us, okay, let's go through the list, Ms. Lee. How do you wish to plead? Do you admit that your client is from Jamaica and that the client is not a U.S. citizen? Would you like to designate a country of removal? And most attorneys will say they respectfully decline because they want it to be the burden of Department of Homeland Security to go ahead and try to deport that person. Because the thing is that if someone is trying to deport you to Jamaica and the consulate does not provide the travel documents, it's very difficult. They can't remove you there because they need the travel documents. So if you don't designate Jamaica as the country that you're going to be removed to, you're now putting the department in a sticky situation to find some country that will accept you if your own country doesn't want to accept you. I don't know if you remember last year, I think it was in July, there was a Jamaican man in Orville, Etoria, right? Remember that one?
Estwani.
Yes.
Ettore,
and he was saying, so that is one. And that's a third country. He wasn't from that African country. He said he didn't know anything. I don't even think he has ever been to that country. But I think there was some difficulty or some problems with getting his travel documents from Jamaica. I don't know the intricacies of that or what happened, why there was a delay. But one way or the other, they couldn't deport him to Jamaica at the time, or they were having some difficulty. And because of this agreement, I guess we're now calling it MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding, with Africa, this African country. And a matter of fact, a lot of other Caribbean countries now have that understanding too. So because of that agreement with this African country and the US, they took that Jamaican. And everybody was upset about it. How can you send this Jamaica to that African country? That man, he doesn't even never set foot there. And that was in July, and I think by late September or so, he was actually sent back to Jamaica. So within a month or two. So it was really and truly a temporary situation, thankfully for him. And then he was repatriated and reunited back to his family in Jamaica. So that's similarly what is happening right now. So go ahead.
Okay, so with your knowledge, will that be the same for the TCNs that are allegedly going to be sent to Jamaica? Will that be the same general rule of thumb?
And I think that's the outcry, and why so many people are upset is because they're not having the transparency or the full transparency about everything to know. Because right now, nobody knows. Okay, when are they? When the non-Jamaicans enter, where are they going to be held? Nobody knows that yet, right? However, I should make it clear in full disclosure. I think Mr. Chang, who is the Deputy Prime Minister, he did say that the government is not, Jamaican don't have to worry about the financial aspect because the US or Washington, right? The US is going to be taking care of that. However, he also made mention that he suspects it's going to be a temporary situation, just like what happened with our fellow Jamaican that went to that African country, and he was repatriated back to his family with it. So it was a temporary situation. It was like a transit then through Africa, right? That's what happened. And so that's what they're saying now for Jamaica. They're saying, okay, these people are not going to come here to live in Jamaica. They're just transiting, maybe for one reason or the other. Their own country is not accepting them right now, or there's some difficulty in getting their travel documents. I'll give you an example. You know, we have the consulates in Jamaica, the Jamaican consulates in the US. And if they're trying to deport one of my clients right now to Jamaica, the US government is supposed to contact the consulate, get the passports or get a travel document. And maybe there's some delay in making sure that this person is really a Jamaican, because you might think the person is Jamaica, but then they can't find a passport, can't find a birth certificate. So there might be some delay, right? Technically. So how do we know if this person is really from Jamaica? So the Jamaican government was like, hold up. I can't go rush and give you something and I have not verified yet that this person is a Jamaican. So there may be a delay at 2 months or 3 months. And so what happened in the meanwhile, the US is saying, listen, we need them out right now. So if a third country is willing to temporarily hold these people until Jamaica can get their act together and take back their own, that's what they're doing. So they will just hold them temporarily until, and that's what I think happened with the Jamaican that went to that African country. So until the Jamaica was able to go ahead and sort out their paper, and once they were able to do that, then that person was repatriated from Jamaica, from the African country back to Jamaica.
But with that, normally the country of origin wants them out. Is it that they were criminals locked up in some sort of solitary not solitary, forgive me, locked up in some sort of institution, and know that they would have served their time, they want them out? Because I do remember Secretary Rubio say dubbing them despicables. So if that is the case, why would they send despicables? Because that means it's safe for us to assume that they would have done something heinous in the country of origin, but now it's our issue to deal with for the foreseeable future. How do we navigate that?
All right, so let me one correction right there. It's not the country of origin that wants them out. The country of origin would be the place that they're from. So in the case of this Jamaican, the country of origin would be from Jamaica. That's where they origin. That's where they were born. That's their country of nationality. They come to America and
country
they're
of origin in the context that's where they want to stay.
All right. So in America now,
country
they're
of origin means that's where they
America.
want to stay.
Exactly. So in the U.S. now, they're seen as they were only a legal permanent resident or a visitor. Sometimes they only overstayed. They find themselves to be fair. Some of these people, they don't even have criminal record. They're only maybe overstayed. If you right now are in the U.S. and you have overstayed your visa and you get into ICE custody or you encounter ICE, you're going to be placed in removal and you're going to be more likely than not, you're going to be deported. Oh, no. Especially if it was in the last 2 years. So whether you have a criminal record, even if you don't have a traffic ticket, you're going to be placed in removal. They want you out. You don't have any permission to live in the U.S. You're going to be out.
No.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have to have a criminal record. And that's one of the things, with the last administration when President Trump just came back as the 47th president. He had made it sound like, he was only going to be going after criminals. But as an immigration attorney, I found out that was not true. My clients were like merely driving, maybe you have no driver's license or they were using their Jamaican driver's license because, they couldn't really get themselves sorted out to get that green card. So, by the way, guys, do not drive on your Jamaican driver's license if you're in the U.S., not because you don't have a green card hold, not because you don't have a state ID or anything like that. Do not do it. Do not use your Jamaican driver's license to drive. And so we're clients from Jamaica had no criminal record, and they were placed in removal. I've seen people come to me afterwards, and sadly, they were removed so fast. Before they could even lawyer up, they were back in Jamaica. So no, not only criminals are removed. So people that have no criminal record, they just want you out. And so yes, you have other people now. And by the way, to be clear, these people that are actually in removal proceedings, usually it's when they have done their time with the state. You have state and then you have federal. So after you have done with your time with the state, let's say it was now, let's go back to what you're saying now, was going back to criminal stuff. Let's say they really and truly were despicable, as you said it. Maybe they had some gun charge or some drug charge. They would have done their time, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, right? The state, they would have done their time. And then because they were not a U.S. citizen, now they're over into federal court because now federal want them out. So they've already done their time. And so they're in immigration proceedings now, and they are like basically put in prison again or in jail. I mean, I'm doing it so that your listeners and viewers can understand. So it's not really prison when they're going to the federal, but it's custody, right? Detention. And so now they just want them out because unless you were, if you were a citizen and you did your time, if you're a U.S. citizen and you did your time, then they wouldn't have let you, you'd have done your time in state prison and you'd have gone home to your family back in the U.S. But because you were only visiting the U.S. or you were only a lawful permanent resident and you did not have citizenship, that's where now you're back and placed in removal proceedings. And so these people now, when you're in removal proceedings, now they want them to go back to their country of origin. But if their country of origin is not taking them, Mr. Douglas, then they will have these agreements, these memorandum of understanding with other countries who is willing to hold them, maybe sometimes temporary, until their country can sort out their paperwork and they can then remove them to that country.
But then another issue that we have is that we are hearing that if they get the temporary stay in Jamaica, there is a possibility for them to apply for a Jamaican passport. Why would they need to apply for a Jamaican passport when them now go stay here for long? They no need to there.
That's it. And so that's the outcry because it's supposed to be a temporary situation. They're supposed to just be passing through. And so here's a problem with that. Suppose now the actual country really and truly can't find that document that they're supposed to have, right? That travel document. So now that or just flat out said, no, we're not taking them back. This is all on you. What they can do, and the same thing that people can do right now in the US, is file for asylum, meaning you're saying your country of origin has persecuted you. You're in fear of going back there. Your country don't want you, not taking you back. Can I stay now in and let's say this happens to be Jamaica. Same thing with the US. You see people fighting asylum all the time. And a matter of fact, you know how many clients I've had who filed for asylum from Jamaica by saying, listen, the Jamaica government is going to persecute them, or there's some gang violence, and if they don't go back to
Achoo.
Yes, they're going to kill them.
Justice, I've seen it a lot.
What's going on in Spanish Town, or what going on in St. James, or what going on in Kingston. So they flee for safety in the US, don't it? Right? The same thing.
Yes.
And
true.
Don't they have to apply for asylum, and then the US government will go through their records and see if they should go ahead and believe their story, because maybe they're saying sometimes people make up story and said, oh, this gunman going to kill me, or my family is being targeted, whatever the situation might be, right? Then they have to bring their case to the US government. And I'll tell you this, of about 100, out of all the asylum applications, maybe only about 10% actually are successful in the US. It's not very easy to get asylum because people make up stories. People don't really can prove that they're being persecuted if they should go back to Jamaica or to Guyana or to the African continent or anywhere. They can't prove it, right? And they also, another thing with the US, you have to show that you don't have any criminal record. Even if you have in fear of being persecuted in Jamaica, maybe you're being targeted because of your sexual orientation, for example. There are people who think that because of my sexual orientation in Jamaica, people is going to kill me, right? So they file for asylum in the US. If you are filing for asylum, but you have a criminal record, so you murdered somebody in Jamaica, or you have a gun charge, you can't get asylum in the US. It's going to be denied. So I'm thinking it will be the same thing in Jamaica. So for
that's only if they know. Only if them know. We have to put out that disclaimer there, because yes. Exactly. But the thing is that they're supposed to do their due diligence. Any country, if you're going to be hosting people, and that's the thing that Jamaica needs to do, and I'm hoping that's what the government is doing, is making sure and going through a background check with all these people to see, and because that's what the US does. They will do the fingerprints, that's why you have to do the fingerprints, or they will send back to the country and get that person's background check. And if you are trying to file for asylum from Jamaica to the US, and they realize that you had a gun charge pending or you're wanted in Jamaica, I'm telling you right now, your asylum application in the US is going to be denied. I don't care if the government in Jamaica is likely to persecute you, it's likely to be denied, unless you get what's called Convention Against Torture, which is a more serious, or it's more difficult to get that, but you have to show extenuating circumstances about you really and truly likely to be persecuted by the Jamaican government or whatever your country of origin is for you to qualify for Convention Against Torture. So it's the same thing, Mr. Douglas. Anybody who I think would be filing for asylum in Jamaica from this third country, I think the government will have to prove that these people don't have any criminal record, because even if they're likely to be persecuted, the Jamaicans just going to have to find somewhere else to send them, and they should never, under no circumstance, should the Jamaica government have, they should make sure they go through that person's criminal record, and they should never let somebody with certain criminal matters set foot or land on US soil, on Jamaican soil, or outside of wherever they're holding them. They should never. It's on them to make sure that doesn't happen, because they need to. Attorney Lee, if them come, Attorney Lee, if them come, I'm calling you back. I'm gonna carry you back in front of the firing line of Deeper Jamaica TV, and we're going to ask you, what is this?
Yes.
Anyhow, but yes. I think though, in relation to the TCNs, there are too many gray areas, especially the fact that we don't know. So the final question I would want to ask you, as an attorney, what would you make of the fact that the Jamaican government hid the agreement from the Jamaican people, and we had to find out via an inside source, and it came out in the media, and then they are trying to play catch up? What would you make of that?
Okay, I'm not sure. I read. Yeah, I read and I saw some of those things, but I'm not really sure how to comment on that, because I'm not privy to that information, because I heard both sides of the story, where they were saying, it has to go through a diplomatic channel on how to go ahead and bring it to the public. That's what I've been told, or I've seen, or There's always two sides to the story, and then they have to go and bring it to the house and then go ahead and let the people. So I don't want to comment on that because I have no idea how or what happened there.
That's
think
what I mean, actually. But
because what I think they said, I think the Gleaner broke this, correct? And they're saying that they were the ones who let the Gleaner know, or basically bring it to their attention, because they had to make sure they talk, in the diplomatic channel, talk about it first, and then bring it to the house so they could vote on it, which they did. And then at that time, they decided to, bring in the public. I'm not sure if they really needed, while they're still having discussions, if they really need to bring it to the public before they even start having a discussion. I'm not sure they could even do that, though. So I'm not sure. But listen, the most important thing, Mr. Douglas, we just want to make sure no criminals.
Any words for people? I'm glad we're on the same page with that.
Yes.
I'm happy we're on the same page with that. So any words for people who are attempting to try to gain permanency in this time under this administration?
Well, the best word I could tell them.
Any parting words for them?
Absolutely. Immigration is not just filling out forms. So gone are the days where you can just go to a non-attorney and just say, okay, let me just fill out this form. No, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing to navigate the system. So nobody at all should attempt to file for permanent status or anything without an immigration attorney like myself.
Madam Attorney Lee, Esquire, Opal Lee, thank you so much for joining. We truly appreciate you coming and imparting your knowledge as it relates to Immigration 101. Thank you so much. We will be hearing from you very soon. You do take care. Thank you. All right. Man, take care. Yes, Jamaica. That was an intense interview. That was quite an interview. Let us take a quick break, and then when we get back, we get into the interesting parts of the comment.
Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil. Joint pain, back pain, arthritis slowing you down? Relief is here with Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil from Tonian Organics. Discover our full range of natural healing products designed to support your body the natural way. Made with powerful natural herbs to help ease arthritis pain, muscle aches, stiffness, and everyday discomfort. Visit us today and feel the difference. Tonian Organics. Natural healing you can trust.
Cecil's Auto Services Limited, 1 to 3 Fish Lane, Montego Bay, and 6 Lindsay Crescent, Don Robin Avenue, Kingston. Introducing our new cleaning systems, HHO Carbon Cleaner. No need to disassemble engine parts. 20 minutes can clean your engine. Diesel particle filter, engine and the transmission flush, Go Clean, our steam cleaning system. We also offer vehicle diagnostic scans for motorbikes, cars, buses, trucks, trailers, excavators, and much more. Cecil's Auto Services Limited, doing our part in assisting the global climate change.
Deep divers, listen, me know say a whole heap of a cuss. Me know a whole heap of a cuss. I say it go sometime we have to ask the experts, and I chose somebody that is actually in the United States of America to tell us what's going on. So me see some whole heap of comments. See, me see one, me see uno. Me see uno, but it is important that we are we give everybody the chance to give us the information, and then we will make what we need of it. And then some. Let us get into the hard-hitting stories, Jamaica. Hard-hitting stories. We're going with the first story. This first story, deep divers, we have to stay true. Marcia Way, good evening. We have to stay true to honesty. We have to stay true to honesty. I'm going to give you some more information. You're not going to vex with me, but we have to stay true to honesty. Let us look at what Chang says. Oh, I'm getting a call. Let me just take the call first. Good evening. Thank you for calling Deeper Jamaica TV. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'm not sure if people are hearing you. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So why is she giving people that information? It's all about money making thing. But in America.
What? Well, just give me a minute. I'm not sure. Go ahead again. Hello? I'm not sure what's going on here with the calls, Oh, you guys are hearing now. Let me call her back. The caller was low, but you say you were hearing now. Let me call her back. See if I can hear her properly. Let me call her back. Hello? I'm not sure what's happening with this with the calls, Maybe it's the connections, Maybe it's the connections. Hello, good evening. I don't know. I want to do something. All of a sudden, all of a sudden this thing start giving me some problem, Hey, in the name of Jesus, don't do that, In the name of Jesus, don't do that. Don't do that in the name of Jesus. Okay. Yes, deep divers. They look like should I call and cuss the lady. Can't hear the caller. I'm not sure. I'm gonna start test these things before I come on. Let us go to what what's his name? Horace Strang said last night. And it got me thinking, and you know me, anytime I see or I hear something, I do my due diligence. Many of you will be upset, but I have to. And I'm asking you guys to just follow me here. Let us look at what he said last night. Jamaica, I know we had said that we are going to do that story, but I'm in possession of some breaking news. Good evening, Deeper Jamaica TV News. Good evening once more. Deeper TV News can now confirm to you, deep divers, that the attorneys of Dr. Andrew Wheatley have now filed a motion to seek judicial review. The attorneys of Dr. Andrew Wheatley has now filed a motion to seek judicial review. Let me tell you what the motion says. In the Supreme Court of Judicia of Jamaica, in the matter of an application for administrative leave, and in the matter of Section 54.3 and Section 54.5 of the Integrity Commissions Act between Andrew Wheatley, the claimant, and the Integrity Commission. The application for leave to apply for judicial review, whether recommendations are amenable to judicial review of administrative orders. This is an application for leave to apply for judicial review, which was intended by the filing of the notice of application by the court orders, 7th day of July 2020. So his intention to apply for judicial review is coming, and this is his first one. But let us go a little bit deeper, deep divers. This is not his first time. This is not his first time. In a post, he would have had intention to sue in 2020. He would have had the intention to sue the Integrity Commission as far back as in 2020. So it's not the first time, but now he's making it clear that he has intention to file judicial review again. This is the country we live in. Where did he learn that? Where did he learn that? Let me call back the lady now, because I think that it's working. Let me call her back. Let me call back the lady. I'm sure you guys are hearing now. I'm sure you're hearing now. Let me call back the lady. I hope she answers. Because I'm sure you guys are hearing now. No, hear the phone ring? Me fix it. She's not answering this time. I hope she does. I hope she does. She's not answering. Oh no. It's okay. You guys can call me now. You guys can call me, but applying for leave means that they have their intention to stay the judgment so that they can challenge the ruling. Andrew Holness did it, and now Andrew Wheatley is doing it. It just means that they are going to challenge the ruling from what is that? What do you call that? From a government entity, an agency. Marshy, what go on?
Oh you do. Me there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You ever got the bar them yet? And when you look, you see one sign put up. And say
it's my intention to apply. What are they? I never see this yet. I
never been seeing this yet. I dare you before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie? How we never see it yet?
Marsha say a bar Wheatley I open. How more water they do, Jesus?
Give me one bottle of water. My vitamin in my bag. Me for the grab a vitamin. Give me a bottle of water. Get a bottle of water, me a grab a vitamin. Make a bottle, give a bottle of water.
Yes.
This is all about time consuming, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
It's all about time consuming.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Mm-hmm.
And all of them things there. But the top line or the bottom line depends which end you come from.
Mm-hmm.
He should take away himself until then.
And you know, the amount of organizations that are coming out against him and the man now move. Remember the Prime Minister saying have confidence in his work, you know, so I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, the Prime Minister has to have confidence because I'm sure that
because Wheatley have confidence in him too. Wheatley have confidence in him too, Marsh. You know, see the two of them in the same, but the two Andrews.
Yeah, exactly. So Wheatley have confidence in him. That's why Wheatley take the position, you know. Because, hey, you tell me, after all what happened before, you think Holness had take up anybody and not question them if them under any investigation? You tell me, You believe any at all? The Prime Minister not said to him, say, well, you're under investigation, or the investigation does.
But him said, Marshy, him say him ask far and wide. Maybe Wheatley lied to him. Wheatley tell him, say, me nah no investigation, brother.
Come on, yeah, man. After we tell him and tell him to under investigation, and only said me have them under the control. No worry yourself. You know, so them have to allow me.
So he said, just if them are investigated, just tell me.
Yeah, that bad man thing. Well, the man could ask that him, say, you say nobody can do ever me and anything. And me have
oh Lord.
You know, say,
Yali cat Marshy.
Nobody not touch him.
How him did do again? Come know I see and after him too, you know.
Illicit.
Oh Lord. So wait, the man wanna eat them too? So a 3 that we know. Or a 4. Mighty.
Yeah, man, the whole of them nice same thing. I earn money and can't tell how they earn it, man.
Okay.
Because they can't talk the truth. And not understanding that when them man they done investigate, you know.
Yes.
I mean, like when the American them are probe, you know.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Them probe, you know, just a sentence, you know. But the man, them not stupid.
Yes.
So me know, me sure, so we telling me sure. Because anyhow, we never end anything with you would have come out and said, well, I asked Mr. Wheatley, and Mr. Wheatley told me that he was not under any investigation, and that's why I appoint him.
Oh.
And then would I look for wellness in a different light?
Oh, what kind of light? Tungsten light? 100 watt, 30 watt? What kind of light?
One time,
candle light?
Understand that one time. A lady working with her boss.
Mm-hmm.
And the boss didn't need the 100 watt bulb. And when they send the lady to go buy it, and the lady go to buy the 100 watt bulb, she couldn't get any 100 watt bulb. So we should have said 250 watt.
100 same way. Marsh, you know, easy, you know. Marsh, you know, easy at all, me I tell you.
So, there's no other way to look for it, you know. But Whitley, me I want, you know, me say like a few others, you know.
Yeah.
If Whitley and Wellness is very smart.
Yes.
Because Whitley know, Wellness know that if he asks Whitley to step aside,
he must move too.
Step aside too.
Yeah, man.
He should.
Yeah, man. Pat can't cause Keko say black. You mad? Me never see a Pat cause a Keko yet. Never.
It can't work. It can't work.
All right, sir, Marshy.
Fix the thing because we get in an echo here. We get in an echo back from you. So fix the.
All right. I will. Thanks very much. I will. Yeah, respect.
Good.
Yes, deep divers. Me quick touch in a the hard hitting story. I would have played the clip earlier about the third country national. There has been some new revelations, but it is important that we deep divers give you the truth. It is important that we deep divers, big up yourself, Mats. Big up yourself, Mats. One Mats. Big up yourself, Tamara Thompson. Go and do it in a Mats. It is important that we give you the truth. So this has been circulating on the internet, deep divers. This has been circulating on the internet. I'm asking you guys to follow me because you know we deal with accurate information. We deal with accurate. I am minded to even call the person. I am minded to call him, but I won't because I know he wants to remain anonymous. I am minded to call him, but I know he wants to remain anonymous. Me know you watch. Big up yourself, G. Deep divers. This is being circulated on the internet. I want you to follow me now, you know. This is being... wait there. Them say an issue with the file. Hey. You say Devil Trang? You say Devil Trang? Let me try again. This has been circulated on the internet, deep divers. This is being, wait there. See it here. Deep divers, I'm going to ruffle some feathers now, but in this day and age, we must authenticate. I am going to ruffle some feathers now. This is in no way any attack on anyone, but it is important that we give accurate information. It is important. I may ruffle some feathers tonight, but it is important. I know unago vex, but I have to tell you the truth. This is being circulated on the internet. It is also being purported that this flight is where the third country nationals came on last week. Let me go. Let me go back full screen. Jamaica, it is important that we do our due diligence. It is important we do our due diligence. I said to myself, I asked myself, deep divers.
Yeah, bro, man, I tell you, bro, you see me?
Oh, Lord.
Politics I want to get into, I want to become a politician.
Oh, Lord. My apologies. My apologies for that. My apologies for that. It is, if that is the case, deep divers, I said to myself, why the security minister would have so brazen to come out and say everybody a tell lie. Everybody a tell lie. So I did my due diligence. Deep divers. I have to dig and I have to tell you the truth. No matter how hard we are a family over here. So sometimes we're going to say some things and it hurt we. Sometimes we're going to say some things and it hurt me. But we have to say it. I am of the view that somebody is trying to set up the bloggers. I am of the view that someone is trying to set up the bloggers. That's why it's important that we do our due diligence. Someone out there is trying to set up the bloggers. Let me tell you why I say that. Let me play just 30 seconds of what the minister said again. Let me play it. Deep divers, I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I have to do this. I don't know who would have fed us this information, but you know me, I gotta do my due diligence. Even if I'm the only person saying this, I will be the only person saying this. Deep divers, I did my due diligence today. If I'm wrong, I will take it back. If I am wrong, I will take it back. I promise you that. I promise you that. But let me give you the background before I say what I say. There is a flight. The United Kingdom normally sends a flight here, a chartered flight here, years ago, many, many years ago, with deportees. Before that, the United States of America normally used commercial flights to send their deportees with. Then that changed. And now, both countries, deep divers, are using the chartered flight mechanism to send deportees. Having said that, I was a part of, as a justice, I was a part of deported migrants. There is a deported migrant program, and I was a part of that program, deep divers. Which means that I have contacts who are deportees. May have contacts who are deportees, deep divers. I also have contacts in immigration. You see this, deep divers? No, I want to make mouse. You see this, deep divers? Wait there. This. Deep divers, you see this? I don't know who. Either somebody don't have the full information, but you can Google this and find it. There is something called a flight manifest that is always classified. If you are traveling on a flight, deep divers, nobody can know what time that flight unless they tell them by showing your personal itinerary. Come now, man, a reason we are reason. A reason we are reason. It is about facts first. We are on. We have to do our due diligence. It is about facts first. This website is called FlightWire, where you can track flights. You get all the flight number. Cool 90, whatever I used to do. Cool, when Cool was around, they used to track flights. This is called FlightWire. You can track any flight. You can just track the flight. Somebody with information told me that this particular flight is flight where undesirables, as alleged and undesirables, will come on. But I had to do my due diligence. Jamaica, I'm just going to give you the facts. Did you know that every third or last Thursday of the year, of every month, up to 100 deported migrants come to the shores of Jamaica? Every third or last Thursday of every month. I used to receive them. Them used to come to Harman Barracks first. But so I am not sure. I am not sure where they're housed now, or where them take them from now, or if they're processed at the airport first now. See, somebody say it here, every last Thursday. Every last Thursday. Could it be, deep divers? How would this message me? Could it be, deep divers? I'm just asking the question, you know. Could it be that that flight was for deportees and somebody's trying to sell us fake information? Somebody's trying to set up the bloggers by selling us fake information. Could it be? Let me say it again. Just like a ship, just like a plane, there is something called a manifest. You see, that manifest is not available for the regular people. Someone would literally have to send it to me for me to see the flight manifest and names of the people on that flight manifest. I am not trying to drive a wrench in anybody's story or in anybody's source. I am not trying to do that. But we are in the fight to rescue Jamaica. Our information has to be on point. Our information has to be on point. Even if it was reported on the regular news. Regular news can get fake information too. Regular news can get fake information too. I mean, know there are some labor rights somewhere I celebrate and I say, yes, but it's not about that. Accurate information is important. Do journalists, bloggers, ask first. Don't perpetuate no nonsense. These people don't mean us no good. Some of them, even when them say them are informant, I lie them a tell. This is not a flight manifest. Deep divers, anybody at all where you know, anybody at all where you know, can go up on FlightWire.com and find this. Anybody at all can go up on Go up and fly wire and find this. I promise you, I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. The government has been doing so many ills. Don't give them any ammunition against us. Let me tell you something again that you didn't know. That you didn't know. Yes, when deportees are coming. Yes, when deportees are coming, deep divers, only authorized people can know when them are come. Authorized people. Somebody's trying to set up the bloggers. I will say it again. Smaddy try set we up. Don't fall feet. You see the manifest, deep divers? You see the manifest? Everybody name we book with the flight, they pan it. Let me say for the same thing. Somebody sent me something, deep divers. Let me say for the same thing. Let me say for the same thing. Let me say for the same thing somebody sent me. See it there? See it there? At the same thing. Somebody just went on the website, deep divers, and just put in one random flight information. Then put in a random flight information, and I'm going to show it to you. We have to give accurate information. We have to give accurate information, deep divers. Whosoever got vex after us vex. Them after us vex. We can't keep doing these things. We're in the fight of our life. See it there, deep divers are the same exact something. I wouldn't lie to you. I don't need to lie to you, deep divers. I don't need to lie to you. Yes, Katem. But even if somebody can leak information, even if somebody leak the information, they would leak the real thing. They would leak the real thing. If you're an air hostess, you see a list with everybody name and them seat number. This not show a seat number. This don't show anything. Not all it not show. Be very careful of these people out there. Be very careful. We don't know who is who. Somebody is trying to set up. And I'm honestly of that belief. Somebody try to set we up. Be very careful. There are wolves amongst us. And we don't know who the wolves are. We don't know. So me know enough I wanna vex with me, but me love no same way. But me nah go sit by and still not get fed inaccurate information and not say something about it. So for the first time, I'm going to say it. Minister Chang might be right. He might be right. So them not reach it for true. That's why it is important for us to think before we just run out. So we can't run out. There are huge red tapes as it relates to people's personal information, you know. Huge red tapes. Massive red tapes, deep divers. Don't allow yourself to fall victim because it look like it's something we can use to beat the government. Beat them on the facts, like what I'm going to talk about next. Beat them with the facts. Because the fact is, Andrew Holness is to be charged for illicit enrichment, and him now appeal the case. The fact is, same is Andrew Wheatley. The fact is, we have ministers, Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert was charged because of the care thing and many other government members. Focus, as you know, always tell me, focus. Deep divers, una my family, I'm love, you know. We not make them take off in a fool. Someone is trying to set us up. So anybody that put it out, retract it. It is for your own good. A flight manifest is the highest form of data protection. A people business that, you know, it can't just come out. So a people business that even if somebody see a name on the manifest, them can't just tell you. They might can send the wet name there, you know, and send it to you, you know, but there's such a thing as IP address and can find out who same way. Don't fall for the trick. Don't fall for it. Something is, it is of my opinion. Why would he come out? Think. Why would he come out? Make us just relax and reason it out. Why would he come out like that? The man come out strong and the man say it's false and it's misleading. Look at it now, you know. When Gleaner brought the story about the inside leak. Big up yourself, Dennis Meadows. When Gleaner brought the story, deep divers, think about it this way. I mean, a lot of people got upset with me with this, you know, but I have to tell the truth. I have to. That's why I decided to do Deeper Jamaica. Because headlines are not it. I promise you. Everybody knows a Chang a liar. Well, let me not say that. Jesus, please, I retract. Everybody knows that this government does not have a good relationship with the truth. Everybody knows that them, you know, them twist things many times. But look at this. When the story broke, they had to come and own it and try to find a way to twist it. You know, see, one at a time, they must say, and this is what I'm going to touch on next. They must say, what's her name? Somebody didn't do this. Chang, when it just broke, said that inside information said that third country nationals will be coming here. They had to own it and then them try find a way to spin it. I am a spin communication specialist, so I know these things. He would not come out abruptly and so blatantly and say it's completely false, unless it's completely false. I'm not taking his sides because I promise you, that man is different. I don't know who believe him or what kind of make him make, but him different. And so is all of the government. But the truth is, unless you have the passenger manifest, you cannot know. That is the truth. This is just a regular flight, something you can get out for the internet. It's not true. It is not true, deep divers. And with that, let me go into the next story. Because you see this next story, this is in fact true. Deep divers, this is in fact true. So now if we beat the government pan this, we are going to beat the government pan something now, deep divers. We are going to beat the government pan something. So deep divers, I want you to watch this. And I want you to help me with this. Because you see, sometimes some of these people, cheese and peas.
Now,
look at this.
We have had to be figuring out what do we do when we get to 2% unemployment. And we hear the calls coming in from construction, quick services, data sciences, engineering. We just don't have the skills.
Jamaica's participation in this America's Counter Cartel Conference is an extension of the strong relationship that exists between the United States and Jamaica. Transnational organized crime poses one of the most significant threats to Jamaica and the peace of our citizens and visitors.
Where Jamaicans could get to go to the United States because my understanding of it is that Minister Marks attended an event in the United States on my behalf. An event sponsored by, I believe it was the Shield of the Americas, if I'm not mistaken. And she attended on my behalf, and she would have suggested that Jamaica is considering a structured migration program.
I bring remarks on behalf of the government of Jamaica, and particularly our Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, Dr. Andrew Holness. I must tell you that back in December...
Wait a minute!
Back in December.
When I met what I now call your crack team, to see you here, it conveys more than anything that you could say of your intention to be serious about the threats confronting our hemisphere. Thank you. These threat actors leverage criminal networks transcending national borders with connecting nodes across the Americas that extend even beyond the Western Hemisphere. The vectors that facilitate narcotics trafficking by cartels and drug syndicates are the essential elements that link the movement of small arms and light weapons, money laundering, and trafficking of a range of other contraband. Jamaica sees it as crucial to support a regional counter-narcotics thrust as the country's recognition of the dangers that transnational organized crime groups bring to domestic security, law enforcement, and peace. So in concluding, Jamaica supports the expansion of cooperation to enhance security in the Americas, and we envision enhanced security cooperation for member states on countering the scourge of organized crime.
And she would have suggested that Jamaica is considering a structured migration program. Jamaica sees it as crucial to support a regional counter-narcotics thrust as the country's recognition of the dangers that transnational organized crime groups bring to domestic security, law enforcement, and peace.
Well.
Hold on. Me never something alright, you know. Something alright. I hope you catch it. You catch it. The man say she go for two things: structured migration and skills and internet cafe and who can type on internet.
I wonder.
Something alright.
I wonder how we are going. Something alright. Something alright, yeah.
So him finally admits that him send her to sign the deal. And she send him send her to go get structured migration program. So narcotics come out her mouth. Security and narcoterrorism thing. She end up there so then. Andrew. She end up there so. Where she do there so? But him say something else, so me know no for no miss. No for no miss this. Where him say the Shields of America. The Shields of America sponsored it, and that's where she went. That him say no. But watch it.
With no drug injection sites nearby. It means fewer.
Today, President Trump hosted leaders from across Latin America and the Caribbean in Doral, Florida, at the Shield of the Americas Summit. The president announced the creation of America's counter-cartel coalition aimed at eradicating drug cartels and terrorist networks across the Western Hemisphere. Today's summit comes on a day when, as we mentioned, the president is signaling an escalation in the war with Iran.
This had to be done. They were very close to a nuclear weapon. How are you doing with the attack? And I said, about a 15, I would say.
CBS News.
So the Shields of the America. The Shields of the America. Remember that him say, no? Remember that him say. It was sponsored by the Shields of the America. So she go there. Figure the Shields of the America. So she go there because Shields of the America. Well, look, yeah. Why this keep on a pop up? Come off now. Show me which part Audrey Marks then at this. Show me Jamaica flag. Show me Jamaica flag. I want to take something fling on. Hey, I want to fling something. Hey, you see you know. Hey, listen, man, you know, just cool now, man. Yo. Hey, you see you know.
You're not ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Never had been seeing this yet. I dare you before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie. How we never see it yet. I want back everything.
Which part in a this you see Ambassador Marks? Him say we digging you know. Dre Bryan. Him say she got me play it again. Me play it again. I'm leaving up the picture. Dre Bryan. Me leaving up the picture. Me call one more name. Katem, Jada. Me leaving up the picture. It look like Siobhan in Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Siobhan the invisible cloak. So she did it, but we not see her. She did it, no, but we not see her.
Now,
listen to him again.
We have had to be figuring out what do we do when we get to 2% unemployment. We hear the calls coming in from construction, quick services, data sciences, engineering. We just don't have the skills.
Jamaica's participation in this America's Counter-Cartel Conference is an extension of the strong relationship that exists between the United States and Jamaica. Transnational organized crime poses one of the most significant threats to Jamaica and the peace of our citizens and visitors.
Where Jamaicans could get to go to the United States because my understanding of it is that Minister Marks attended an event in the United States on my behalf. An event sponsored by, I believe it was the Shield of the Americas, if I'm not mistaken. And she attended on my...
You are mistaken, Mr. Oldness. You are definitely mistaken. Because, you see that same day there? Listen, where is my excavator, boss? Where... Audrey, where are you? Audrey, she must have stooped down run her back there. Look if you don't see her. You are mistaken, Mr. Oldness. Look if you don't see her run her back there. Listen, look if you don't see her.
Oh, jiggy. Oh, jiggy.
Me say, how was she today? Oh no. She gonna bathroom when the picture take. She gonna bathroom when the picture take. Cause one woman me seen that picture there. And how she end up on narco-terrorism when you say she fit there are shields of America. But wait. But even if she gonna bathroom, we wouldn't see the flag. Look at the divers. Look at the scene. Where is Donna Thompson? Get me the excavator. I have one more piece. Donna, say excavator. Benita, say shovel. Give me one of them. Give me one. Dre, give me something. Excavator, shovel, pickaxe, something, Dre Bryan. Give me something. I am digging. Because she went to the narco-terrorism thing. And this, yes, man, Varo. Yes, man. Do it, no, man, Varo. This is something else. Smaddy, say dig. I say. Smaddy, say dig. No, excavator, boss. All right. Smaddy, crowbar. Did you know that the same time this happened, I can tell you where Audrey Marks was? Did you know I can tell you where Audrey Marks was, I need some water.
Give me one bottle of water. My vitamin in my bag, you know. Me for the grab a vitamin. Give me a bottle of water. Get a bottle of water, me a grab a vitamin. Make a bottle, give a bottle of water. Yeah.
Smaddy say show it. Smaddy say show it, Kesu. Smaddy say show it. Show where she did there. What kind of position she did in her? Let me not. Behave yourself, Ishmael. Behave yourself. Stop it, Ishmael. Stop it. Ishmael, stop it. You're better than that. But let me show it. Deep dive. As if you're not ready, say ready. She did. As she did hold the camera, Jada. True, you attack. As she take a picture. As she take a picture. Click, click. Kesu said click, click. But let me show you where she was while the Shields of America was happening. You want me to show you? Look at this.
Mr. Morgan, Ambassador Marks, Mr.
You see it? This was the same time when the budget debate was happening. The Shields of America was happening. The budget debate and the Shields of America was happening on the same day. She must have one doppelganger. Let me show it again.
Mr. Morgan, Ambassador Marks, Mr.
She must and needs and never see this yet.
Never had been seeing this yet. I dare you before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie? How we never see it yet?
Oh, she the two place one time. Oh, she the two place one time. Make her play it again. Oh, make her play it again. Date.
Mr. Morgan, Ambassador Marks, Mr.
The clerk say Ambassador Marks, and if you look up on the top, you see
Mr. Morgan, Ambassador Marks, Mr.
Where you see at the top? Budget debates. The budget debate and the Shields of America happened on the same time. The Shields of America and the budget debate happened the same time. She went to the narco-terrorism thing on the 5th. She come back her yard. She come back her yard for the budget debate. And this is what she said when they were asked for mark her name present.
Mr. Morgan, Ambassador Marks, Mr.
Ambassador Marks, here. Here. I want some water. I want some water in this place. Make a GB. GB.
Oh, jiggy.
GB. Uno be stop it. She must have two. You must have two in a one. Uno must stop it. Uno be stop it. Uno be stop it, man. Why did the Prime Minister decide to say that the Shields of America is where she went? It was sponsored by, and that's where she went. So you send her somewhere, and she go somewhere else. Something and something. Take care, TikTok. My phone are dead. Take care. Come over, TikTok. Me say, deep divers, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Do your research. Because it's when you do your research, you will find something. You will find the inconsistencies. They clearly, Kesu, clearly, calligraphy says she have twin. Dana Thompson, these people, them no. Let me show it again. Let me show it again. Where in this picture you see her? She's nowhere to be found. She's nowhere to be found. Deep divers, thank you so much. We will continue speaking truth to power. We will continue giving you the facts because the facts first matter. The facts matter. Until tomorrow, take it easy and be blessed, because Deeper Jamaica is going beyond every single headlines. Take care.
Welcome to Deeper Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface, where the facts matter, where the people have a voice. Let's dive deeper.
Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface.
You don't ever do that, member. Marshall, please. Angela Brownberg.